I'm in DC, so Joaquin didn't die for nothing. That's really what this is all about.
They arrived with their loved ones to march for those who couldn't.
I don't even know what's gonna be happening there. I just know that we all need to be together.
Tell me why you're here today.
I'm here because I want things to change.
The students of Parkland, each with a story and a purpose, on their biggest stage yet, at the March for Our Lives. The crowds are stretching as far as the eyes can see. The crowd is revved up and they're ready to march.
Welcome to the revolution.
On stage, an all-encompassing chorus.
We say no more.
Representing many whose lives had been touched. From an elementary school student from Virginia.
I am here today to acknowledge and represent the African-American girls whose stories don't make the front page of every national newspaper.
To a high schooler from South Los Angeles.
I've learned to duck from bullets before I learned how to read.
How would you describe the energy and the emotion of the crowd that came out to DC today?
I think we're all just fed up and that we want things to change. We're ready for things to be done. And the thing is, if people don't want to do it, we'll do it ourselves.
But many still questioning, would all this move the national political needle?
Fight for your lives before it's someone else's job.
I heard the first shots, first 7 or 8, and just heard more and more and more.
I could hear like the shells cracking, because when a gun shoots, you kind of can hear like the crackingness of like the shell.
My brother was in the class above me. He said, "My teacher's dead." I just told him, "Don't move, and I love you, and we're gonna get out of here."
It was kind of like my whole future was just like wiped out.
Thought it was all a dream. I woke up the next day thinking I wanted to like text them or something, and I just couldn't.
The day after was my birthday, and my boss saw me. He said, "Dude, you're completely changed. You don't look like a kid anymore." And I could just see it in your face. I said, "I know."
The unimaginable, yet increasingly familiar, once again dominated the news cycle. But this time, the students refused to give up their story, leveraging the media as megaphones.
This has to go to the federal level.
Their cell phones as weapons in a battle that suddenly struck home.
Never again! Never again!
Barely a week after the shooting, they headed to the Florida Capitol, propelled by a blend of anger and idealism. Demanding more than just thoughts and prayers.
Are you willing to actually act on anything?
That same day in Washington, Sam Zeif with these powerful words for the president.
And I don't understand why I could still go in a store and buy a weapon of war.
And 2 weeks later,
Love you, sweetheart.
the world watched as these students went back to school.
I have no idea what it's about to be like when we walk in, because we can't go back to normal.
Far from the spotlight, some of the first and seemingly impossible steps to rebuild what life once was. A rec basketball league stepping back on the court for the first time since the shooting. One of the students, Joaquin Oliver, had handpicked this team before he was gunned down, and he asked his dad, Manuel, to be its coach. Dylan McCooty wore his best friend's jersey, Joaquin's number 2.
When I played in his jersey, all those games felt different.
I see you, man. Who did that shit?
Take care, buddy.
It just doesn't feel right. We are all only there because of him.
We just like clicked right away, you know, like kind of corny, like love at first sight, but I swear, I swear.
Victoria Gonzalez was Joaquin's girlfriend. She said it still felt like he might walk through the door at any moment.
Like he'll just show up, you know. He's faking it, whatever. No. But yeah. It's like, I don't even, all the days of this month have merged together.
In grief, time trekked onwards. And on a state level, progress for some.
The governor has just signed a major new bill to beef up school safety and put in place some gun restrictions.
In part, age restrictions and a controversial program to arm some teachers. 4 weeks after the world learned the name Parkland, a quiet morning at Brooke Harrison's home.
Today marks the 1-month anniversary of when the shooting happened. So we're gonna have 17 minutes of silence at the football field of my high school.
Hours later, Brooke and her fellow students walked out of their classrooms demanding change, joined by more than 3,000 other schools around the country. But for Victoria, her focus wasn't on the political, her struggles to get through each minute of every day.
I'm just not ready yet, you know. I definitely want to be a voice eventually, but I need to build that up first.
On Saturday, hundreds of thousands descended on Washington in what is said to be the largest protest against gun violence in U.S. history.
They know that if there is no assault weapons ban passed, then we will vote them out.
Under the signs, "Justice for Douglas!" Through the chants, Victoria seemed to be finding that voice she knew was there all along.
We're all here from Parkland to march for Joaquin and all of the kids around America.
Do you feel like you're getting closer to finding your voice as an activist?
Before I walked out there today, I didn't tell anyone how I felt about guns. Once I walked out there today, I knew exactly what I wanted to say. So I've definitely taken a step forward.
What emotion are you going back on that bus right now with?
Right now I'm feeling inspired because clearly so many people that are teenagers were standing up for what they believe in. It just shows you that anyone can do it. If teenagers from high schools can do it, then we can definitely do it.
Normalcy shattered in 6 minutes. Students turned activists in 6 weeks, now vowing to fight for as long as it takes.
We're gonna make sure that everyone knows who's to vote for. You know, you're either with us or against us. And if you're against us, you're out. That's how it is.
For Nightline, I'm Elaine Welteroth in Washington, D.C.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.